How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I just got a bit of mission gameplay. I've not really done anything like that in a little while. It's a bit of a chilled, easier video. I only did it earlier today. I've not done many, if any, of the missions for a good little while, apart from the Rift map. So I fancy taking the Voron for a spin. I've not taken that out. I've used it quite a lot recently. It's a bloody good truck. But yeah, I've not really done any actual proper missions with it. I did have a little mad moment there because this was my rally road, but you'll probably see me in this drive a little bit more sensible than I'm used to. But it's more how I would if I was, well yeah, when I'm on my missions, when I'm not kind of trying to tempt fate and smash the truck to pieces or roll it or anything anyway. Yeah, I suppose I'll just say as well, obviously, some of you know, my grandma passed away the other day, which, it is very sad. Like, I definitely, like, gutted. I miss her. I have me bad hours and me good hours and that, but, obviously, yeah, I put that post on. I am a pretty private person. I was sort of umming and ahhing whether to or not, but I just thought, obviously, I have been making videos sort of every day. Some of you might wonder what's going on, so yeah, and, like, I just want to say, I genuinely do appreciate all the replies and stuff. And the only reason, like, it's not that I don't want to reply. It's sort of the opposite. Like, I don't just want to say thanks 50 times or whatever. But I honestly haven't got the time or energy right now to, yeah, to reply how I'd like to, basically. So I just wanted to say in general, like, I really do appreciate it from everyone. Obviously, yeah, it is sad. It's, yeah, I loved her to bits. She lived, like, they live below me, so obviously they're in their own place, but yeah, so I could keep an eye on them. I'm not like, my mum is the hero in that bit. She does look like she's basically their carers and then some, but yeah, just like as some people said, obviously, you know, it is sad and that, but like, she's gone to a better place and that, and she was very ill. She's been ill for a long time, and yeah, she was in a lot of pain. She had skin literally like tissue paper, if that. It was insane because of the tablets she's on. About 60 years ago, when she gave birth to my uncle, she got very ill, and I think a pituitary gland died or something, and yeah, she got very ill. It ended up being named like Sheen's syndrome or something. I might have got the name slightly wrong, but it's something like that. And it was named after the doctor that was looking after my grandma, because I'm sure it's not the first woman it's happened to giving birth, but it was like, you know, medical science was at the point where it could kind of determine what's going on. And yeah, so, and they said then, like, she's basically not going to make it. And yeah, that was 60 years ago. Like, she's definitely a good old beast. She fought well, she fought hard, but yeah, she had. I just wanted to say, like, she did have a good life and that. Yeah, she was 85. She met my granddad. They were both, bless them, 15 when they met. So, I mean, 1950 is when they met. So, still pretty much counts as sort of shortly after the war. They were kids in the war. I remember my granddad saying he seen like a doodle bug flying over, which, what was it, the V1 rocket. It was not the V2, not like the supersonic thing, it was the first one. Yeah, but yeah, they've had a good long life together, and sadly she was just, like, her body was giving up and she'd just had enough of being in pain, really. And but yeah, they spent 6 months of their life. This was like a little while ago, years ago, but they used to spend, they had a narrow boat over here, so they used to live on that for 6 months in the summer, and then they would spend 6 months in Florida, in America, which they definitely, like, they loved it over there. They looked better when they came back as well, because, like, the nice weather and the sun. Yeah, they just looked a bit fresher, a bit more limber. I mean, the summers over here ain't bad when you get a decent one, but yeah, it ain't gonna be like, you know, Florida weather sort of thing. And yeah, they loved it over there. Like, that's where they used to spend 6 months. In the end, it was some stupid, like, computer says no bureaucracy bollocks, where they used to get health insurance, obviously to go over there 6 months, and because they reached 75 or whatever it was, the insurance company said, yeah, we can't insure you for 6 months, but we can insure you for 3 months twice, but what you'll have to do is get a plane, fly back, touch English soil, and then fly back. And they're obviously like, well, one, that's ridiculous, but as an insurance company, like, that's going to put me under more stress, and it's more likely to kill me than just insuring me. But they were saying some stupid, insane price. So yeah, sadly they had to, eventually they got rid of their place in America, but they'd done a bloody hell of a lot together. Like, yeah, they've been all over the place, and yeah, they've had a long, like, 70 years they've been together, so it's pretty insane. Like, my granddad, bless him, obviously, to be fair, like, he knew that it, you know, she's been saying recently that she's just had enough and that, and yeah, it was time. Sadly, I'm definitely gutted. Like I say, I have my good moments and my bad moments, but I'm like, say, I don't know, when my dad died and stuff, to be honest, he's not even the best example. No offence to him, he wasn't around that much. I knew him, I'd seen him obviously and all that, like, but yeah, not a lot. Like, when my cat got run over, I was absolutely fucking mortified. Like, that broke me. But yeah, my grandma is like, she was very old, she was, yeah, in a lot of pain, and she just, I'm sort of quite at peace with it as well, that she's just not in a hell of a lot of pain anymore. So yeah, but she definitely, I do miss her. Yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on my granddad there, of course. I always pop in, say hello, see how he's doing, see how they're doing, see how he's doing now. Yeah, so, like, sorry, that's a bit of a depressing part, but yeah, honestly, they had a, it makes me laugh looking back, like, because they had a narrowboat as kids, and they did this to all of us, I think. Yeah, they were very, like, they're great people, but we used to, as kids, like, all of us stayed on the narrowboat for about a week, and we went around all the canals and doing the locks and all that. Like, went magnet fishing for stuff around the locks, like, people had dropped the lock keys, but, you know, could drop anything. Yeah, and they did this. I was talking to my brother Adam the other week about it, and when I stayed on the narrowboat, my granddad is the one who put it on the table, but my grandma was definitely in on this. He got a box of After Eights out, 'cause they always usually have something like that lying around, and then he put an After Eight on the table and said to me, "That's for you after you've had your dinner, so don't eat it until after you've had your dinner." And then he walked off, and obviously they're both in, like, the opposite end of the narrowboat cooking dinner or whatever, and I was looking round and I was like, bloody hell, I'm having a little bite of it. So I took this After Eight out and went to bite the corner off it, and it was a plastic After Eight. So yeah, they got me, it taught me a lesson. Taught me to wait. And then obviously, because the sound and the yeah, they're all, like, I didn't think they could see me, but I bet they were pissing themselves laughing. And then when I was talking to my brother Adam, he obviously stayed on the boat a few years before me, and he said they did the same to him, but he didn't just try and nibble a little corner off, he just quickly shoved it in his mouth, and then was like, bloody hell, tried to chew it, and it was plastic. To be honest, I've not asked Dave, but knowing Dave, he just ate the fucking plastic one, and they were probably looking at each other like, fucking hell, that's a lot of plastic for a kid. I mean, this was probably like late 80s, early 90s, so a bit of plastic in your diet was good back then. Sorted you out, but yeah, like, I'll have to ask him, but yeah, no, he probably fucking ate it and then just was like, that was good, time for dinner. Yeah, like, they were just like cool people, funny, and yeah, I've had a good old time. I will definitely sorely miss her, but yeah, gotta remember the good stuff. But as for this, I know it's I've gotten pretty far into the mission now, but it was a mission on Smithville Dam. The reason why I don't do many missions anymore is, like, say even that container contest, I can earn 5,600 in, to be honest, well, my fastest time in the Taiga was 2:43, But I just wanted to say, while I remember and I've got the chance, sorry, I just think I hit the mic then. There's a dude called Timmy Gunn, I believe, and he did a time in the Western Star Twin Steer. Absolutely smashed it. He got 2 minutes 14 that he's got on video, but he's done a 2:13 since then. So yeah, there's a. If you're trying to beat the time on the cargo container contest, that guy's already smashed my time. So yeah, but he did it with a twin steer, which I'm really glad, because he nailed it. I watched his lap and he, like, he went for the lamppost wall gap at the beginning. If you see it, you'll know what I mean. You should go and see it. It's yeah, that'll be a bloody hard time to beat in anything that's standard. Like, if they add other trucks later on that's, you know, more powerful and stuff, then it is what it is. But for for what it is, yeah, a twin steer, he nailed it and he got 2:14, so good for him. Yeah, but that's why I don't do many missions, because I believe this one only pays out like 3,100, which is not bad, but it's like I put 7 grand tyres on the thing just to do it. I was trying out the twin rear chained. To be honest, if they had twin muds, I probably would have given them a go, but they didn't. I know there is twin off-road, but I just went for me chained in the end. But yeah, like the Voron really isn't that bad at tipping, but with single rears on, it's got a bit more of a narrow arse than it has at the front. It's got a very nice wide track at the front, and yeah, putting the doubles on, there was a few disadvantages to the doubles. If you're on a bit of an awkward bit or you're going over a rock, like if just the corner of your tyres, your rears, are touching the edge of the rock, it's like you've lost 90% of your grip. But single tyres sort of deform a lot better to whatever odd shape you're on. But going along like ground like now, it's more. I knew I was going to do this. As you can see as well, there was 3 lots of barrels I had to collect. I did drive past a ramp trailer earlier, which I got there in the Royal, and then the Royal just rolled. I hit a nothing pothole and it just flipped over, and it was like, right, that's it. That's that mission done with for now. Yeah, so I finally come and done it with the Voron. That's, like I say, why I got the dual rears on, just to... I wasn't sure how unstable it'd be with all that in there. It didn't take that last one, which doesn't matter. I just go pack cargo and then drop the last one off, but... yeah, I don't think I've ever tried... no, I think I have, actually. Yeah, there you go, 3,100, which is, like, cool, but... it'd be nice when they add this new map. I hope there's more missions, or they add some missions to these maps that are like, yeah, you know, 15, 20 grand or something, so you actually feel like you're getting a nice little chunk at the end of it. 3,100, yeah, that, I mean, that Timmy Gunn guy is earning that every like minute and a half. And yeah, it probably takes a little bit longer to grab a container with the twin steer, but he's shaving a good 30 seconds off the time, so I don't think it'd take 30 seconds longer than the taker. So overall, I reckon he's probably getting 5,600 every 3.5 minutes, assuming he makes it every time. The twin steer is a little bit more temperamental, but yeah, he's nailed it. Yeah, I took this for a quick blast down here just at the end, because I mean, look at that, clipped the apex perfectly. Little tyre wiggled on the lamppost, but it didn't damage anything. Yeah, I didn't own this when I did this rally road, and I just wanted to try it out for myself, and yeah, it goes nice down here. It's got a very wide front track, but the arse end's very narrow. Thought I saved it there. It started going wide, like, Jesus Christ. Nearly blew a tit on the barrier, but we're good. We'll carry on. Yeah, obviously if you've got dual rears on, it sits wider at the rear. That's kind of why the singles sit a bit narrower almost. But yeah, it almost lets the back end go a bit, but not a lot, and it's very manageable. And it's only really at the top end of the speed anyway, which the steering's a bit nuts with a lot of things at high end, which I actually quite like personally, because if it was on like Gran Turismo or something, I wouldn't like it. It's like, no, that would be horrible steering for that. But because this is like a game where you're trying not to crash and roll and you're trying to make your destination, it's sort of, you don't have to go fast. You can bang an off-road gearbox in and chill, which I did most of my gameplay with off-road gearboxes. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to take the risk, take her out in the high range. But that's about mainly it for today. I just wanted to, yeah, obviously get back in with the video, do a bit of gameplay, because I've not really done that for a while. Just wanted to say thanks to everyone for your condolences. Like I say, yeah, it is very sad, and I'll certainly miss her, but yeah, she was awesome. I mean, yeah, that's it. There's no loaf in this video because there's only enough room for one legend. My grandma's having this one. This was just taken, yeah, again I had another little go, nice little drift at the end. I'll tell you what is coming up in a second, and this just happened while I was recording this. When I say to you this game is like a goddamn horror film or something, I was just editing all this, and I knocked the remote a bit and about a second of the video played, but then music that I've never heard started playing through my headset, and then it did like that pig noise grunt thing again in my headset. And then at the end of the video, you'll hear like, it sounds like the wind's blowing. It's weird. Honestly, I've said it before. This game's like a horror game for me. It does some freaky stuff. You'll hear me in a second. You'll hear my seat creaking. I'm not farting. Like, it's my seat. See. It does like some weird pig noise, and there was music that I can't hear. I don't even know how this is recording my voice. I don't know how well that shows up, but it's like, sounds like howling wind at the end. It was weird, man. I don't know. Anyway, like I say, one of them games. Tried to ram a tree, failed. That's it for today. I'll try and be back to normal, get some reviews on the go. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.